This is 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
good.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. There's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Harris. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all weekend practicing.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions nothing.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Jones. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down now. Swift, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He may try and run for this, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
For the Lions.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brees' throw on target to Cook. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is right through.
The score, Saints 21, Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
But first down, Hurts. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to go deep for Conley. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he fires one. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And this is clear at the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down from the 39-yard line. Here comes second down at 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 40, the 30, 20, 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts fumbles him. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Chris Conley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Swift. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that would go. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. But again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's airing it out for Sanu. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Yet another interception. interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out in the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurt. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He completes it to Tate. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Breeze now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 8-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Detroit. Take 78 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down.
Breeze is looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Mohamed Sanu. Incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mohamed Sanu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints,